Hello everybody, it's me, and welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, we are going to be taking a look at Deladrix. Now, you might be confused. Wait, did Deladrix get nerfed a lot? Yeah, it definitely did. So Deladrix, as you know, on the 2.0 patch, lost Thunder Strike. I believe it also lost Zip Zap a while back, but now it has no ranged electric coverage. But in compensation, it did gain a new move. And that makes the nicher part of Deladrix more viable. And of course, I am talking about Thunder Chomp, which is kind of surprising that it gets it. So we're going to be using a melee Deladrix today. I think instead of Thunder Chomp, I should have said we're using melee Deladrix. I think that one made more sense, but Thunder Chomp was just on my head. But we're going to be trying out this melee Deladrix. A viewer of mine was like, hey, you should try this out. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm down to use a GSA Deladrix. I think it looks pretty cool. What is nice is that the secret ability pairs really, really well with melee attackers. So this is just going to work out really, really well. And we have a Brawny, very clumsy and nimble here. Just allows us to deal more damage and also be a bit faster. And then we have got our moves here. We have Parasitize, Aqua Jaws, which I feel like you could, I thought this thing got Wave Wrecker. Turns out I was wrong. Like, I really thought it got Wave Wrecker. I'm just dumb, I guess. However, we're going to be running these 4 attacking moves. You could also run specialty gloves if you really want to, which honestly I might over the clutch plushie, just so we can see the pure damage of Deladrix. But yeah, with Thunder Chomp, it actually does allow us to hit air types, which have always been kind of a nuisance for melee Deladrix. Most of the time people run mixed Deladrix if they want to use anything melee, specifically to break stuff like Venilin and stuff like that could be very annoying. And it also has an interesting toxic coverage option only on its melee side, which is pretty cool. So this actually gives you as many coverage options as possible besides air. But who really cares that much about Jetstream? Because what? That hits fighting, which you have the toxic for. It hits fire, which you have water for. It hits bug, which... oh, bug. You're probably not that worried about it. Yeah, Aqua Jaw is allowing us to lower melee defense, so essentially every time we click this, we're going to get more damage on the enemy. Is always nice. And then the TPs. I did not make these, so let me actually go check what they're for. I'm assuming that 44 is for 250, which would make a lot of sense, and it is for 250. Okay, makes sense. Okay, optimal. 200 melee attack, 200 speed, so as fast as possible, deal as much damage as possible. Then the 45 energy gets 250. Then the 56 is just leftovers, which does put you at an odd amount of health. Alright, it's peak. We're going to try this out. Hope it works. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alrighty. Oh god, it's this person. Dude, I swear I fight this person like every time I'm climbing to get to Ace every season. It always happens. It's this person specifically. Did I leave the game? Or no. Okay. My audio is fine. This is for Whipple. Okay, realistically, right, we can't break Tsukame with our... actually, we could. They have no poison switching. My Baneful Bash is insanely strong here, okay? We need to play that right, because, yeah, there's no resist to it. That's just gonna be big. No, Electric Immunity is nice. We need to figure out how to break the Plasmoth. I might just bring this, because this just seems really, really good this game. And then do I go with Land Torch? Because it's pretty good here. Then I guess I go Tsukame for maybe potentially dealing with Arceros. Or I could go with this. If I do this, I feel like I cover for literally everything on their team without much worry. So we're going to do this. The only real problem at that point is I have no real way to kill Waba really well. That or I suck it up and deal with Protogon. But that would be really difficult. That or I don't bring Waba, but I need it for the Whipple. Unless I don't bring Waba, and then I rely on Land Torch for Whipple Drift. I'm going to do that. I think Waba is nice, but I don't think it's requirement. I don't think it is a requirement here. You get a melee attack boost as I get a completely free fadeaway. Bop. Just get out of here. I was seeing Wendelin pop off in the Eat Your Face tournament today. So I'm like, you know what? Let's bring it back because it does a silly amount of damage. Alright. you're wondering why the Deladrix is named Slim Jim, well, the guy that gave it to me had one request of making it be named Slim Jim, and I'm like, sure. You know, you're based, I'll do it. Why not? Alrighty, let's zip zap out of here. The only real issue with Deladrix is its lower speed stat. It doesn't have the worst speed stat, right? It doesn't. But just one of the biggest problems with it is that it is just too slow. It's just slow. Like, I would love to be able to kill the Plasma, right? I can't really do that, right? It's not something that's realistically going to happen. Also, I have him in a Vortex right now, so this is great. I actually... No, they're always going to Zip Zap, right? Tat did not do a lot of damage. I severely doubt Nimble 200 on speed. Yeah, I'm at 158. It's definitely faster. Let's go Wendelin. I mean, they don't have a light type. They don't have any immunity to any of my pivots. So, I'm going to punish them for not having pivot immunity. They could actually just rejuvenate with Plasmoth here, which would make a lot of sense. But this is a big fade away you don't want to take. But at some point, they have to stop switching, right? Or else I'm going to keep getting momentum. Okay, well, this is why I brought the Land Torch was for Waba. I think that Land Torch was the good bring here, honestly. Oh. This is, Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh crap. This is the wrong Land Torch. Dude, he doesn't have a pivot immunity. He just doesn't have a pivot immunity. Also, funnily enough, I can actually switch my Deladrix in against Arceros and probably live one hit, right? Yeah, no, I should always be able to, because I believe... Arceros 91? Arceros is 91, right? 91... Deladrix is 94. Oh? My gloves should always be able to kill Waba in this range. So I'm kind of down to go for it. I'm down. Going for Baneful is nice, because they have no resist to it. Oh, I lose to Delu. Or not Delu, Oh yeah, I just lose now to Whipple. Oh, it's an immediate loss to Whipple because it's not Wildfire, Fire Breath, Land Torch. Oh, bruh, what have I done? I have made every mistake in the world. Really? I know it's non-stab, but really? I was like fully expecting that to kill because I'm gloves. Wow, that must have been... No, I'm actually kind of lost at words for that one. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to fight this Whipple Drift. Did they rework Tempest yet? I need to see in the 2.0 patch notes if Tempest was reworked yet. No. Yeah, no, I straight up just now lose to Whipple because I grabbed the wrong Land Torch. Oh. No, I've lost. I just lose the second. Wait, Metronet, Protogon, Arceros. Metronet, Protogon, Arceros, Wobblisk. Metronet, Protogon, Arceros, Wobblisk. Plasma. Oh. Oh. They did not bring it. Okay. I'm not happy with the Deladrix so far. I don't get how it did not kill Waba. I thought for sure Waba was dead, but really, Gloves boosted Baneful Bash with Brawny just did not kill it. Holy. Like, I fully expected it to kill, right? Like, I don't think I'm wrong in the sense that I shouldn't have expected it. But, like, Bruh, really? I need to be careful with this darn Arceros as well. Yeah, kind of dumb. Actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for Sinister Shackles probably. They might be scared of Plasma switching in, so there's potential. Nah, they do. I shouldn't die to it, but they're gonna get all their health back. I guess I could have just gone Plasmoth. I just didn't know if this was the mixed one or not. You know, like I get like me. I get that me not going Plasmoth here was like a gigantic throw. I understand that, but I did not know if it was mixed or not. So I felt like it was fine to sack Comic only here for Arceros, which my Wendolin should always be able to outspeed, and my Lantort should always be able to live with one hit. As long as I keep it healthy. Okay, Plasmoth dies. My Wendolin now only has like one hit left. If I do this, Arceros comes in, but then I get to go Lantorch, then I get to go for a Radiant Rush. Oh my god. I need to remember to swap out the Lantorch. Yeah, no, this is just a throw after throw on my end. Like, oh god. Throw after throw after throw. Okay, they're getting a speed boost. This makes sense. They get 2 speed boosts. Could they just bulk up and then kill my Lantorch? Probably, right? I've made so many mistakes. Oh, I lived this. Thank goodness. Okay. Oh my god. So many mistakes have been... Seriously? That just doesn't kill? I should live any hit anyway. It's fine. But seriously? That just doesn't kill? I mean, dude, what have I done? This has just been actually tragic. This has been... I grabbed it thinking, oh, I'm gonna be fine. No. No, I was indeed not fine. God, his attack rose. You know, what is with him surviving at 1 HP? Every single time. Every single time. He has survived on 1 HP. Okay. What? The first Dart Burst paralyzed? This has been a roller coaster of emotions. This whole battle. Alright, I'm zip zapping. Nothing stops Wendolin from just winning, I believe. Because I just click fade away, I think. Because actually, it might not be that. Oh, no, it is that simple, huh? I clicked fade away on Wendolin and won the game. I'm still upset about the Delu. However, we're going to try it again. Maybe we can get some more use out of it. Oh, right. I can grab all this stuff now. Because I have, in fact, made it to Hyper. And now I have the voucher. Now I can do a freaking Malmerg video! Alrighty, here we go. Is that Iron Fist? Dude, I hate when he dives me. It's so annoying. Oh. This looks... Oh, wait. It's Gargolem Defense. I've always said I will forfeit if I fight Gargolem Defense, but I don't really see a big issue with not going with Tsukame here. My pivot's pretty strong. What is their realistic switch into Delu, though, right? What makes sense for them to be like, oh, I gotta go and... I mean, I don't know, Dakuda, right? I'm not sure what they would want to switch into it, honestly. I like how Wendelin gets a really threatening fadeaway. I feel like they're going to switch Seer Knight in once, and then they're going to always go into Eleguana from then on. So I need to call out the Eleguana at one point. I could try the dart bursting stuff down. My real problem is there's a quad resist to it being Seer Knight. It'll be a game where I have to get reads right, but I don't want to fight Gargolem defense, I'm not gonna lie, because it's just boring. I could bring this. Only real problem is Thaumin, I believe, wins that. I have a lot of things that I don't want to deal, like, I just have a lot of things that Eleguana can switch in on. I don't know what I want to go for the last. I guess this, like, exclusively for Thaumin. Ooh. This feels fine. I wonder... I don't know. I'm just gonna barb. 2 Wendelins, though. This is gonna be a tough one, I think. No, Seer Knight. Okay. Well, it doesn't even do any damage. So is it a thing of me maybe just going for a driving force, starting to get damage around? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if that works out. They do slab, that makes sense. But we get the Seer Knight out of here with a layer of hazards up. There's Ellie. Something just tells me a mudslide or something's coming out here. I can't really stop mudslide. What if I went into Delu? Then they would go into water resist. So what if I... I'm not sure what I want to do there. Just gonna get them out of here. Yeah, they just want to get rid of hazards. They don't want to deal with them anymore. Just get the Eleguana out of here. This looks familiar. However, we have thrown around a little bit of damage. I'm not entirely sure how useful it's all going to be. I think the most damage I can get on the Eleguana right now, the better. Honestly, I'm not... I don't know. This one is going to just be hard, I feel like. What are they going into? Yeah. This makes sense. Realistically, they're gonna electric move. I'm just gonna do this then. This feels dumb, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, so they went for big electric move, probably. And can I Mega Chomp calling out Eleguana? That they were just trying to do that the entire time. Also, they were just trying to get the fadeaway on the Tsukame, but got confused when I stayed Waba and kept Waba in. Okay, what is gonna happen here? The real question is, are they gonna want to stay in? Right? What if I don't know. This just feels like a lost game if I don't get this right. They might not want chip on Dakuda though, off of fadeaway. Yeah, I mean, not much I can realistically do, right? I don't know. This just did not seem like a winnable game for me, just because the things I had that can deal damage can't exactly threaten too much. Especially if there's a Gargolem defense. That just feels really hard for me. We can try. Let's see how much Baneful can do here. Let's see. Gloves, melee, and they swap. Wait. Wait, what? Okay. They don't have any way to stop Protogon now. If I can get it on the field and if there's no Gargolem defense. Okay. Well, I'm interested now. This did not go the way I thought it was going to. I just want to fade away. into Dakota. So it's Dakota, Seer Knight, Gwendolyn, and then the one in the back. Dakota, Seer Knight, Gwendolyn. I'm going to just assume Gargolem with defense. That just feels like it makes the most sense to me. Oh, if I still have my Gwendolyn alive, I could have done so much here. But I don't know what I would have expected to happen in all realism. If I could potentially get this off. I don't outspeed this. I'm going to die here. The real question is, what does he want to do? Okay. He's saving Electroblast. He knows I have Baneful. So, do I want to click it? Or could I, like, Aqua Jaws something? Okay, so I'm assuming this is Seer Knight. Oh. Oh, that's big. Oh my god. Dude, the Deladrix is actually killing every... Y'all? Deladrix is legit about to win the game. Hold up. Okay, what can I do here? Okay, Sukame's needed for Gwendolyn. Sukame beats both Gwendolyn and Seer Knight if possible. Alvin can zip zap stuff. I need chip on Dakota. Maybe it would be enough if I lower his melee defense and can get a melee attack boost. I get it anyway. If I go Sukame, sack that, I lose to the amount of damage that Gwendolyn throws out against me. It would just fade away too much. I need Sukame alive. At this point in the game, I don't believe I have anything that can switch in, realistically. So I'm going to Aqua Jaw here. It doesn't get me the most amount of damage, but it gets me chip that I absolutely need there. My Zip Zap on Protagon should always kill now. And now I get to click that. I can Zip Zap, and then when I go into Sukame, they're probably going to go into Seer Knight. Okay. My Zip Zap is a requirement to kill here. If it does not kill, I lose. If it kills, we're in a really good spot. But I don't really see any way it doesn't. Actually, just why is Thunderstrike not the next click, right? Thunderstrike should always be fine. Yeah, like, I don't think Thunderstrike does anything wrong, right? Because, actually, what stops me from... Because I can live literally any hit from Seer Knight, right? Anything that this thing can throw out, I can live. I need chip on it for Sukame to just win, right? Not... Dude, I got every right call out with Deladrix there, I feel like. I clicked every correct move on Delu to just win the game. Deladrix actually just won me this game. Yeah, Deladrix actually just won. This is all because of Deladrix. He needs to Mega Chomp spam here. He has to Mega Chomp spam with Gwendolyn, or he just loses. But he can't ever kill Sukame. It has too much health. Well, Seasong is my strongest option. And assuming they're boots, which they are, they're stuck in Shadow Sprint. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, Shadow Sprint's a priority move. Duh. No wonder I'm, like, confused. I'm not taking any chances here. This was an insane game for Delu. Holy. Delu absolutely popped off. And Gwendolyn physically cannot beat me at this point. You know. It literally cannot beat me. Holy. Yeah, they have to go for Mega Chomp flinches. That's all they can hope for. Bruh. Stop making this closer than it has to be. Just live this. Okay. My god, dude. Did not have to be that close. Jeez. Oh. My god. GG. Holy. What the heck, man. Delu actually getting, like, nearly perfect neutral water coverage was so clutch. Holy. Well, I did do a third battle, but I had to cut it out because the Deladrix literally did nothing. However, I do think that for what it did in the second battle, or the second one for you guys, it was pretty good. It definitely showed that the surprise factor of ranged versus melee is there. I didn't get to click Thunder Chomp though, but I do think that Deladrix does in fact pose a threat on its melee side. And now you got to be a little bit careful. You never know if it's going to be range or if it's going to be melee. So, hope that you all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!